Frozen Pudding asks, where were you born? I was born in the state of Pennsylvania. What is your job? I provide food service to the elderly. I get paid minimum wage, which was 9 something, but I think they just changed it to 11.50 now an hour. Which isn't necessarily a good thing, actually. It kind of sucks because now everything is going to be more expensive. Aylin Offman asks, do you make a living off of YouTube? Hell no, I don't make a living off YouTube. I barely make enough to buy groceries. No, I have a job. Here's a nice one. Arthur Curry asks, how have you stayed true to yourself and your style? With so much clickbaiting and fake stuff out there, over these past 4 years, your channel has been the most consistent and original while simultaneously satisfying the love and demand for public sex noises. Have you ever considered changing, and do you have any other plans for either channel in the near future? Thanks for always bringing a smile to my face, and hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Arthur. That means a lot. I think it's really important on YouTube to be as original as you can be, and to create your own ideas, because that's really the only way people are ever going to remember you. Have I ever considered changing? I have actually considered changing. Last year, I tried doing sketches on the channel. It didn't work out. Nobody liked it. So, you know, just going to save that stuff for my second channel, and I'm just going to do what people like to see on my main channel, you know. Liz Life Love 89 says, sorry to hear that you're sick. Do you have anxiety attacks? Yes, I do. I have anxiety attacks. First time I had one was about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3. It was after a party. I got really drunk and I did some pretty regrettable things, and then next day I went home and I had my first ever panic attack, and I thought I was dying when it happened. I called my sister and I was like, I think I'm dying. I told my sister and she said, how about you just wait a little while, and if you still feel like something is wrong, I'll take you to the hospital. Well, I waited a while and it only got worse, so we went to the hospital and they checked everything and nothing was wrong with me. They just said I had anxiety, and they gave me these meds, and I never really took them because they said take them as needed, and I didn't have any more after that, so I didn't take them. But I had one yesterday. That video. Yesterday was an anxiety attack. I know that now. Joe W. asks, serious question, are you practicing currently for the NoFap challenge? No, I'm not practicing for the NoFap challenge. I fap as needed. Oreo Milkshakes asks, what is your favorite movie/TV series? Well, my favorite movie is Billy Madison. My favorite TV series is Breaking Bad. A. Helden has 2 questions. 1, how do you boil a plexiglass wired t-shirt? I guess one would fill up a large pot of water, put it on the stove, turn the stove on, wait till it starts bubbling, and then toss your plexiglass wired t-shirt into the pot. And at number 2, what is the creepiest, scariest experience you've had? This one time, many years ago, I did a lot of mushrooms. Me and my friends, it was Halloween. We went to a tea shop, made shroom tea, which was very potent. We all drank way too much of it. And it was Halloween in Washington, which, I mean, Halloween in Washington, all the trees are naked, as some of these trees are right here. They're scary looking, especially when you're on shrooms. We were riding around in this old rickety VW bus, which had no seating in the back, so me and a couple other people are laying in the back, looking up at these claw-like trees, and then we get out, and then everyone's a monster. There's all these little monsters, because, you know, Halloween costumes. New Absent asks, do you enjoy art at school? I loved art at school. That was one of my favorite classes. Are the changes to your Silas character intentional, thought-out changes? For example, higher pitch, crouching towards the person I'm interacting with, etc.? Yes. Each change is very intentional. Each different video in the Silas Brown universe is non-canon. Meaning that they don't all necessarily have to make sense to each other. You know, I try to make them each standalone. For example, in one video, Silas might be more creepy, might give off more like serial killer vibe. While in another video, he may just be a very informative person that someone might happen upon. And, you know, I make these little changes just to see what people like, and I think it's interesting. Dia Flexure asks, is Hank's ass hairy? I wouldn't know because I've never seen Hank's ass, but I would imagine that it is. Fur Shred asks, do you strategically go to places you know you'll never go to again, or do you just not care? A bit of both. I prefer going to places that I don't have to go to again, but if I have to go to a place that I frequent, it's not really a big deal to me. I don't care. Like, the Papa video was filmed at a Fred Meyer that I shop at all the time. Also, the Apple store, that mall, I go to that mall all the time. So yeah, if you have any more questions or comments or concerns, leave them down in the comment section, and I'll get to them in a future video. I got a new tripod too. That's what you're on right now. You're standing on a tripod right now. About $40. Pretty good. Amazon.